Hey guys, Tuesday morning here, and we are a few days removed from the Hall Brothers Open House / Hall Brothers Classic RC event that we just had. Huge thank you to Dan Agosh, the Hall Brothers, recently inducted into Hall of Fame, Tim and Mark Hall. Congratulations to those guys. Also, big shout out to the sponsors of the event. We had JConcepts stepping up big with a lot of prizes. We had Cow RC with some awesome trophies, which were magnetic mats that had the Hall Brothers Classic logo in there with the class that each person won in. I thought that was a really cool giveaway idea, or a trophy idea, excuse me. Huge shout out to Horizon Hobby as well for stepping up and really just offering up a bunch of stuff. There were 2 LMTs up for grabs. If you won the LMT class, you only got a big trophy for it. You got an LMT itself. There was also a raffle LMT that they donated as well. We also had Adam Munns and his girlfriend on premises right there to answer any questions about Horizon Hobby, to show off some Horizon Hobby products. That was really cool. JConcepts also had a table out there. It was really nice. And also, one more big shout out at the beginning of this video to JDR RC for supplying all the ramps. You can also catch all of the racing action over on the JDR RC YouTube channel very soon. Very cool to have all those people step up and make this a very cool event. Now, I know all of you are waiting with bated breath to know how the new JConcepts tires, the knobs and launch tires, worked at the event. And I gotta say, I was very pleasantly surprised with those. Friday night is when I got there. I helped set up the track. And I got to tell you, I tested them out. They tracked straight across the floor, straight back. They turned incredibly. They had a lot of grip out there on the floor. Very pleasantly surprised. Honest to God, I thought the rear tires that I had, which were the launch tires, were going to cause the truck to whip around and spin out into a corner. Did not happen. I actually lost a round 1 race in Pro Mod in the first bracket. I had Josh Zimmerman. Tough race. I tried to come from behind. He got me out of the hole, and I tried to come from behind. Could not do so. Went a little deeper in the bracket, in the second bracket with those tires with the Bigfoot Racer, and I thought they performed great in there. Freestyle, though, on the other hand, they didn't perform as well, and I think that's because the sidewall of those tires is pretty bald, and when you get up on two wheels, especially on slick concrete, if you don't have anything to pull you back or grab, they're not going to work as well, and I think that's what hurt the performance right there in the freestyle aspect. But then again, those aren't made for freestyle. Those are made for racing. I threw them on reckless intent for freestyle just to see what they would do. Pulled a double backflip off almost immediately with the truck. But other than that, that was about it as far as the performance of those tires goes. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I actually want to try them out on dirt maybe sometime next year when I go back racing again. I think that it's a great tire combination. Now on to the portion of the video which is basically, hey, how did Josh do? And also the damage report from the weekend. First damage report I want to point out is I got a cold over the weekend from over there at the Hall Brothers Racing. You can tell by my nasally voice. The last couple of days I've been blowing my nose like crazy. It's been one of those deals. Welcome to the cold weather again here in Illinois, right? But other than that, didn't really break all that much. I was more mad at one of my trucks in freestyle. I was mad at the Gravedigger. They had me close the show in freestyle, which on slick concrete, no. Never have me close the show on slick concrete because it did not work out very well at all. Digger did not perform well in freestyle. Neither did Reckless Intent, to be honest with you. Not my forte as far as trying to close out a show. I love dirt. I love dirt. Slick concrete, no matter what tire I'm running, it just doesn't seem like they want to grab and pull me back over like what I'm used to. A lot of people know me as whenever I get flipped over, I peg it and hope it comes back over. But was not able to do that in those freestyles. So I hate to disappoint everybody at the end of the day and be the last freestyle and be the guy that messes everything up at the end. But hey, I did what I could, and that's all I can ask for, right? I was more mad at the Gravedigger after freestyle. Did a few more tricks just to send people home on a good note, and ended up pulling out the rear knuckle here and bending a few bolts. You can kind of see it right there. I'm going to try to fix that. With JB Weld, I'm actually going to stick it all the way around that housing and inside those holes, and I'm going to try and hope to see if that will hold that on there so I can save that housing and keep using it. Other than that, though, that was really it for the damage report. Didn't really break anything. I did, as we move on to the next portion of the video here, and that is me talking about how I did in racing. And I got to 3 final rounds in racing, and I was really surprised. First one I got to was a Sport Mod final in bracket 1. Did not expect that whatsoever. I am never one of the best guys in Sport Mod. I've only had a couple of multiple win seasons in Sport Mod, but didn't ended up not taking the win there. Wildfoot was running really good, though. I just messed up coming around the last turn, as you hear my dog whining because she's listening to me talk to nobody. But messed up coming around the last turn. I forget who I was racing, but they were just better than me on that bracket. They ended up walking away with the win. The next final I got to was the LMT second bracket final. I thought I had a really good chance at winning that. I had that Air Force truck dialed in pretty well. Come around the first turn, they had a wall simulated on that side because the other lane had a wall on that side that nobody could swing wide for, but you could in the other lane. So they simulated a wall over there, and I just bumped it with the right front tire as I was coming around the corner. It stopped me, and then ended up Josh Zimmerman took the win, which I think if I would have won that race, I would have tied him for the LMT win, and it would have been a race off, and one of us could have walked away with an LMT. It ended up being him, so congrats to Josh. He earned it. He took the win in the LMT class. He took home the LMT, but we get to retro, and a whole new ball game. We had a triple jump straight line in bracket number 1 that was, in all honesty, very tough, and it did not favor my trucks. It's the first time I've lost a straight line race since going to a regulator chassis. The Bigfoot truck went out in, I think, round number 1. Digger advanced a couple of rounds, but eventually got knocked out. And then we go to the second bracket, which was a full St. Louis style with the retro trucks. And Gravedigger stepped up. I got to tell you, old number 2 got its first bracket win in a big way at the Hall Brothers Classic and ended up walking away with the overall retro championship out there. Got a cool $25 gift certificate from JConcepts. Got one of those pit maps, by the way. You'll see it in a couple of photos here after I get done talking. And I got to tell you, I really had fun out there racing that truck on the track. I'm glad Gravedigger 2 finally got a win under its belt, as well as an overall under its belt right at the end of the year. So that makes this probably the best year I've ever had in retro. We had 6 Trigger King bracket wins. We had the Bigfoot Open House win, and now the Hall Brothers Classic win with a retro truck and a JConcepts regulator. So a big shout out to my sponsor, JConcepts, for creating such an awesome piece for anybody to run in the retro class. If you don't have one for your stock clodbuster, you should. And right now, I'm going to end this off. Hold on, wait just a second. This is Future Josh. Past Josh from an hour ago was about to close this video off. This is Future Josh. Future Josh wanted to say something really fast before he closed out this video, and that was a big thanks to Dan Agosh, the Hall brothers themselves, June Hall, for selling merchandise at the event, as well as basically feeding everybody for free. We got free Casey's Pizza out of the deal, so that was awesome. I want to say real quick as well, Cheech did such a good job promoting this event. Cheech had it to where local businesses around the area were providing discounts for racers. We had discounted hotel rates, which was very nice for everybody that was coming in from out of town. We had several people coming from Colorado, Michigan, other places, Missouri, coming into Illinois to race with us that day. It's very cool that could happen. So big thank you to Cheech. He's doing an excellent job with this. So if you see a Hall Brothers Classic pop up again next year, be sure to book your hotel room and come out to it, because there's a lot of work that goes into it. And it's probably going to end up being one of the better events put on annually from this point on. I really enjoyed myself. Hope you all did too on this video along the way. And like I said, at the end of this video right here, I'm closing it out. Future Josh closing it out. And at the end, we're going to have some clips and some photos that I took from the event. And as I said earlier in the video, Trigger King RC will have all of the content posted up on that channel, as well as you can check out some other YouTubers, Trailer Trash RC, CCX RC. They were there as well, so don't forget to go check out their channels. Until next time, though, we'll see y'all again on the tracks across America.
We got to thank Ram and Hotsy for making it all possible for us to do this, and you know, that's kind of cool that you know, they were all asking too of how this goes up. So we'll get some pictures of everybody, and you know, and we'll get it off to them. The new truck under construction there, you can see behind us, the next Raminator, moving right along, but it's slow, and that one will be out soon. You can see our machine shop and our drive shaft area. Mark makes a lot of drive shafts here. Not just, you know, for us and for Monster Jam and other monster truck competitors, but also for Peterbilt's and Kenworth's and International and farm tractors and everybody else that we have around here, all the truck dealerships and stuff. We do that all right here. You know, we pride ourselves and we build our own chassis, we build our own motors, our little engine building rooms up there. We do all that right here. And we've won a lot of championships out of this little building. So, yeah, it's small, but it's certainly not state of the art, but it's doable, and we've proved that. So that's kind of cool. So thanks again to Nathan and Dan. Enjoy the races, and just have a good time today.
Drivers ready?
Yep. Yep.
Watch the light. Watch the light.
Hey, Cheech.
Okay. Oh, the Hall of Fame, last weekend, the Hall brothers actually got inducted. Both of them did. It was pretty wild. They both got nominated and voted on the same year by all peers, so it's kind of cool. We're hoping this summer, I'd like to put on this next summer, some big national event like this, so you guys all keep your eyes open for that. I don't know what date yet. We're still trying to figure all that out, but it'll be an outdoor course. It'll be a big course. I want to see some big jumps and stuff, so we don't want any of these little jumps.
So Josh, you're in.
But